literally, what am I doing? I mean, a question I'm asking myself constantly, but like in this moment specifically, what am I doing? I'm not really sure. I have no plans. Oh, I just slapped my cat in the face. I don't know. I've been having this like craving or urge or whatever you want to call it to film recently. I don't know, something I guess I've been thinking about doing for a while. Earlier this week, I got my camera, battery obviously dead. Haven't used this bitch in a second. Put on the charger on like Monday. It's now Thursday. I have to work in like 30 minutes. And yeah, now just seemed like a good time to start whatever this is gonna be. So here we go. Well, I suppose we can start off with introductions because either you're new here, don't know who I am, or maybe you've subscribed in the past or you've watched videos in the past and now I'm just suddenly popping up on your feed again. You're like, who's this bitch? Either way, my name is Sarah. I anticipate a couple new people clicking on this because yes, I'm very much putting New York City in the title for not clickbait, but like, you know, it's just aesthetic and appealing to, you know, make the reference to the city that I'm living in. Even though this video is probably gonna have not much to do with New York City at all. So my YouTube channel has had many eras. It's had many different names. The name's probably gonna change soon because I have not used anything Potato Princess related in quite some time. More on that later, or a problem for tomorrow. Yeah, the bulk of all my content has always like revolved around food in one way or another, or school. And I used to go to school for nutrition, so like it all kind of leads back to food. I don't know, when I guess I decided to pick up my camera, that's still kind of the theme that I have in mind, besides like living in New York City and food. I guess that's still something that's very much a part of my life, like cooking, baking, all of that. I think I may have talked about this in my last video, which was the first video that I posted probably in like over a year, and now what was that, like 4 months, 6 months ago? I have no idea. I have no plans for this, can you tell? I don't know what this is gonna be. This is not gonna be like appealing to anyone, but it's just like word vomit therapy diary session for me. I don't know, YouTube is just one of those things that I always come back to, whether it's making my own content or watching other people's. I mean, I've never stopped watching YouTube. I watch more YouTube than like regular TV or streaming services. And I don't know, there's just something about it. I guess maybe for me, it's like a creative space that I feel comfortable in. Other than baking, like, I guess I wouldn't necessarily say I feel comfortable in baking because there's still a lot to learn. I'm not very good at it. That's more of just like a stress coping thing, I suppose. But when it comes to like creating content, it's not like a, oh my god, I want to be an influencer type of thing. It's like a, no, I genuinely enjoy filming. Well, sometimes being in front of a camera is still weird. But like the editing process and, you know, coming up with different things to post and new ideas, and that like, that just really gets me going, I guess. Yeah, it's just an easy thing to come back to. And if I've learned anything about my life over the past like 10 years, it's that I get a lot of hobbies and can't stick to them, which has been especially true these past couple months. Again, referencing my last video when I was talking about not having a job and different things that I wanted to try and do. Let me just say, I've done a lot since then. I've started a lot since then. I've stopped a lot of things since then, but like in a good way. Like I just got so excited about all the different like possibilities of making like passive income, and maybe I can go into a whole story on that later. But like I started dog walking. I think I mentioned that in that last video as a joke, but like no, like bitch, I started dog walking. It was so fun. I don't do that anymore, but I was using Rover. Like I was trying to do digital downloadable content in, you know, one way or another on Etsy. I started doing like an apparel and t-shirt business on Etsy, which I do still really want to like keep up with because that whole thing was baking related. You may have seen it if you follow me on my baking Instagram, whatever. That is a lot of fun. It's just really time consuming. So once I like get in a better flow of where I am at with my job, because I do have an actual job now, that's something I want to return to. But I guess in the meantime, like YouTube just feels like a comfortable space for me to be in. You know, I'm saying this now and this might be my last video for another year. It's just so funny with like some of the YouTubers that I watch like on a regular basis. I don't know, it's like I finished watching their content and they're people who still do like long form content, which I like. You know, I'm not on TikTok. I'm not like a short video type of gal. Like I'll watch them, but like a lot of the stuff that I like is like really investing into like a couple of people, and I don't know, I just really enjoy the longer video style. And I feel like there's so many times where I finish watching a video and I feel like so motivated for some reason, and I don't know what it is. Like obviously the people that I watch like bring me a lot of joy, just genuinely, like puts me in a good mood, you know, it's a way to relax. But I don't know, it's like after I watch a video of someone else, I just want to like, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's not like they're doing things that I want to go do, but I guess when I'm thinking about it now, it's like maybe that motivation is like, oh, you know, they bring so much into my life in the form of video and vlogging and YouTube and other content that like maybe that feeling that I'm getting is like that inspiration to start filming again and editing again. Not saying that like I'm gonna provide any great like motivation or inspiration or anything like quality content related for other people, but that doesn't matter, I guess. Like it feels good just to do what it is that I'm doing right now. I feel like I'm just talking in circles. But I guess part of the struggle also comes with like, even though my motivation is very internal and like I want to do this for me, it goes without saying that like even if I'm doing it for me, it still feels more reinforcing when you do have other people consuming the content. I'm not sure if that's making any sense, but I guess I'm just at this place where I'm just like, if I want to recommit to doing YouTube because it makes me feel so good. Like YouTube is such a small platform in the grand scheme of things now, and not only that, but like algorithms and shit, like I gotta post regularly and I gotta post on different platforms, and like I post a lot. I try to post a lot on my baking Instagram right now, but like I can't stick on any sort of schedule with that. I try my best. Obviously I could, you know, make a greater effort with that, but yeah, that's just like one more thing to think of. And like the thought of like having to probably go onto TikTok, just like I've been avoiding it for so long, and I guess I don't mind doing it. Like I am okay with making short form content, especially if it's for like TikTok. I guess it's more so like short form, like YouTube I really just don't enjoy that much. But like if I want to keep doing this, and I do want people to watch, because like I you know, selfishly do a little bit, of course, like that comes with the territory of like being online. Like I'm gonna have to be on TikTok. That's just how it's gonna be. I don't know. I suppose at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. I mean, it truly just like doesn't matter, but like also it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I think if I want to continue with this, I just need to like not pressure myself in any sort of way, which is kind of what I've been doing with my baking Instagram. Just putting out what feels right, and I think the more pressure I put on myself, the more I'd probably start to back away from it. I feel like everyone has a niche these days, and like I said, this channel in a way always has kind of had one, but especially if I'm gonna like extend to other platforms, like I think I need to have at least somewhat of a plan of what that's gonna look like. I love cooking, I love baking, meal prepping, I'm a queen of meal prep, meal planning, grocery shopping, and I do think the mix of that and also like living in New York City and working full time, like being remote or sometimes being on site, like what does that look like, I guess, in the context of my life? And maybe that's relatable, maybe that's interesting. I have no idea. Like literally, what am I talking about? No. But anyway, you know, life's been good otherwise. How do you like it living in New York City? Huh? You a city cat now? You like it? She's indifferent. As long as she has a couch or a bed to sleep on and food to nom on, she's doing pretty good. But we like New York City, don't we? No, New York genuinely, genuinely, both, has been really great. Obviously doing much better financially and in a way mentally, because I have a job with an income now, which makes it a whole lot easier because obviously this shit is expensive. But it has been a really great experience so far, and in a way I'd also like to start making more content again, just for an excuse to start like documenting more stuff, because obviously we're not going to live here forever. I want to, I don't know, just take it all in. And I feel like in a lot of ways I sometimes forget that I live here. Financially I was held back for a while from like doing things and having new experiences, and obviously there are free and cheap things to do around the city, but having money just helps. So I don't know, especially like working from home and stuff, like I feel very, I don't work from home all the time, and I do go out and do things, but like being in home does feel, I feel a little detached, I guess, to put it that way. Like I know I'm here, I feel that I'm here, but like if I go and watch other people's like vlogs about being in New York City, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, they're exploring the city. I'm just like, you dumb bitch, you live there. Like you could go ride the subway for 20 minutes and be there and go do that thing right now if you wanted to. So I don't want to like move away from here in a couple of years and then look back and be like, wow, there's so much I didn't do, there's so much like I took for granted, there's so much that I just like, I guess that also comes down to like just being more mindful about things and like staying present, because the more I keep worrying about other things, the more I'm not going to be able to like truly feel the joy that it is to live here, you know, to the full extent possible. So that's something that I'm working on. We want to start therapy soon. Talk about that more later, I guess. If you want to keep up with me, I will link my socials down below. God knows that they're like always changing, just like this channel is. I need to change the name of this. My Potato Princess Instagram is inactive as we speak. I don't see myself really returning to that. Yeah, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I don't know what the this cluster was, but maybe there will be more stuff coming soon. Maybe there won't be. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, I need to go.